Hello, and welcome to this lesson on the endocrine system, hormones and homeostasis. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to describe the role of the endocrine system and endocrine glands, explain how hormones coordinate responses in the body, and analyze how hormones such as adrenaline, insulin, and glucagon help maintain homeostasis. Let's begin. The endocrine system consists of several important glands located throughout the body. Let's look at each one. The pituitary gland is often called the master gland because it controls the activity of many other endocrine glands. The thyroid gland produces thyroxine, which helps regulate metabolic rate and growth. The pancreas produces hormones involved in blood glucose control. The adrenal glands produce adrenaline, which prepares the body for emergency situations. The testes produce testosterone, while the ovaries produce estrogen and progesterone. These hormones are important for reproduction, development, and the changes that happen during puberty. So, as we go through the endocrine system, remember that each gland has a specific role, and each hormone acts like a chemical message, helping the body respond and stay balanced. Hormones are chemical substances produced by endocrine glands. Once released, hormones enter the bloodstream and are transported around the body. Think of them as chemical messengers, carrying important information from one part of the body to another. But hormones do not affect every cell they pass. Each hormone only acts on specific target cells, tissues, or organs that can respond to its message. Some important examples include adrenaline, insulin, glucagon, testosterone, progesterone, and estrogen. Together, these hormones help regulate many vital body functions and keep the body working in a balanced way. Adrenaline is often called the fight or flight hormone. Imagine your body suddenly senses stress, danger, excitement, or an emergency situation. The adrenal glands release adrenaline into the bloodstream, sending a fast chemical message around the body. The purpose of adrenaline is to prepare the body for rapid action. This response evolved to help humans survive dangerous situations by allowing them to react quickly. Adrenaline triggers several physiological changes that increase the body's ability to respond effectively, almost like switching the body into emergency mode. When adrenaline is released, the body quickly prepares for action. Heart rate increases, and breathing becomes faster. This allows more oxygen to enter the blood and reach the muscles. Blood flow is redirected towards the muscles and away from less essential organs, such as the digestive system. Blood vessels supplying the muscles widen, allowing more oxygen and glucose to be delivered where they are needed most. At the same time, glycogen stored in the liver is broken down into glucose. This raises blood glucose concentration and provides additional fuel for respiration. Together, these changes help the muscles release energy rapidly, so the body is ready to move, react, and respond quickly. Blood glucose concentration must be kept within a narrow range. This is part of homeostasis, which means maintaining stable internal conditions inside the body. But why is this so important? If blood glucose becomes too high, water may leave cells by osmosis, causing the cells to become dehydrated. If blood glucose becomes too low, the brain may not receive enough glucose for respiration. This can lead to unconsciousness and serious health consequences. For this reason, the body carefully regulates blood glucose levels using hormones produced by the pancreas. Now let's follow what happens after a meal. When blood glucose concentration rises after a meal, special cells in the pancreas detect the increase. So, what happens next? The pancreas releases insulin into the bloodstream. Insulin causes liver cells and muscle cells to absorb glucose from the blood. Then, the absorbed glucose is converted into glycogen for storage. As glucose is removed from the bloodstream, blood glucose concentration falls back towards normal. Once normal levels are restored, insulin secretion decreases. When blood glucose concentration falls too low, the pancreas releases a hormone called glucagon. Glucagon acts mainly on the liver. It causes stored glycogen to be broken down into glucose. The glucose is then released into the bloodstream, helping blood glucose levels rise back to normal. As blood glucose concentration returns to a healthy range, glucagon secretion decreases. Together, insulin and glucagon work as opposite hormones, keeping blood glucose balanced and helping the body maintain homeostasis. Sex hormones are hormones that control reproductive development, puberty, and reproductive processes. Testosterone is produced by the testes and is responsible for the development of male secondary sexual characteristics. These include growth of facial hair, deepening of the voice, and increased muscle development. Estrogen is produced by the ovaries and helps regulate the menstrual cycle and female reproductive processes. Progesterone is also produced by the ovaries and helps maintain the lining of the uterus and support pregnancy. Together, these hormones play important roles in growth, development, and reproduction. Let's summarize the key hormones. Adrenaline prepares the body for rapid action, especially during stress, danger, or excitement. Insulin lowers blood glucose concentration when it becomes too high. Glucagon raises blood glucose concentration when it becomes too low. Testosterone controls male secondary sexual characteristics. Estrogen regulates female reproductive functions. Progesterone helps maintain pregnancy and the uterine lining. Together, these hormones help the body respond, stay balanced, and maintain normal body function through homeostasis. Now let's dive in with some exam-style practice questions. You can pause the video and try it yourself. Let's begin with the first question. Explain how insulin lowers blood glucose concentration. When blood glucose levels become too high, the pancreas releases insulin. Insulin causes liver and muscle cells to take up glucose from the blood. The glucose is then converted into glycogen for storage, lowering the blood glucose concentration. Next question. Describe how adrenaline prepares the body for a fight or flight response. Adrenaline increases heart rate and breathing rate. This delivers more oxygen and glucose to the muscles. Blood flow is diverted towards the muscles and away from less essential organs, such as the digestive system. As a result, the muscles can carry out respiration more rapidly and release more energy for movement. And for the last question, compare the roles of insulin and glucagon in maintaining blood glucose concentration. Insulin and glucagon are hormones produced by the pancreas. Insulin is released when blood glucose levels are too high and causes glucose to be removed from the blood and stored as glycogen in the liver and muscles. Glucagon is released when blood glucose levels are too low. It causes glycogen stored in the liver to be broken down into glucose and released into the bloodstream. Together, these hormones maintain blood glucose concentration within a healthy range.